TechTales 60. Today is June 17th on a Thursday. It's 7:01 a.m. Before getting into the time slips, there was a leak of Windows 11 a couple days ago, and then yesterday a whole bunch of videos of this leaked Windows 11 has gone up on YouTube. This one here that says Jerry said it, hands-on with the Windows 11 leak from Windows Weekly. They've Mary Jo Foley here on the right, she pointed out to the world not too long ago that what we've been complaining about, that Microsoft said that Windows 10 would be the last edition of Windows. Microsoft never said that. There was one person who was employed by Microsoft who said that. He was a developer evangelist. And at first I thought, is that really a job title? Yes, it is. It's a person from Microsoft that reaches out to developers, and in a live presentation somewhere, he said Windows 10 is the last edition of Windows. Now, he could have been saying Windows 10 is the latest edition of Windows when he said that. That's kind of what's being bandied about now, but Microsoft never denied that. And then in this video right here from Windows Weekly, they also point out, but now wait a minute, some of the employees at Microsoft have told us that is really how they felt about it inside. But anyway, the point is, Microsoft never officially said Windows 10 is the last edition that would be made. So anyway, that piece, that don't get over excited about that. Now, this leaked version is a developer's version. I've looked at some of these videos, and there was at least one of them that showed the WinVer screen, and it clearly identifies it as a developer edition, which means this is not ready to manufacture, ready to RTM, they call it. So, and as I've been watching through it clearly doesn't have all the features that is expected to be in Windows 11. So, if you want to see what it looks like, there's plenty of videos out there that have that. And if anybody steps up that has this installed on their computer and would be willing to come into a live session with me on Zoom, let me connect remotely to their computer, we could play around with it and do a show and tell of it. And if that happens, it's going to be a video with a short life. So if it happens, it's going to be on short notice, but I'm not really holding my breath for that. So, but if you do have it and you're willing to do it, I think it'd be fun to do. So let's move on with time slips. Nope, I don't punch the button to take you over that. Okay, so starting with one of the apartment buildings, Mike, 2 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Now, that's a long time range, right? But that's lab work, so it's total 2 hours is what I charged for it. For Romeo in their office, lab work, performed lab setup checklist for new computer for security desk. So this computer we had previously did an in-place upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and they reported it just runs too slow. So we got a new computer. Then the next, now that's why we had to go about it though, because they were dead in the water. We had to upgrade it because they were unable to do their OneDrive access. I think OneDrive got broken. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So next time slip on, that one was on Thursday the 3rd. This one is on Friday, June 4th. 0 time for the law office PAPA from 12 p.m. to 12:05 p.m. for Mike in the office replied by email regarding phishing email that was seeking to obtain Microsoft 365 password. Mike correctly recognized it, encouraged Mike to let coworkers know in order to maintain vigilance. So phishing, if you're not aware of it, it's spelled Phishing, and that's an email that comes to you that is trying to get information that you shouldn't be providing. Now, I'm going to blur the screen here and show this just so that I can talk through it. I could have blurred different parts of it, but it just would have taken a long time. So I'm going to explain this because I think it's worth pointing out. I'm highlighting areas as I'm describing. So she says, "Hi, Doug. received this email. It's clearly spam. Is there anything I need to do about it or just delete it? And then she signs her name. And then here we have the from and to address and the subject line. It comes from Nereys, that's Nereys, at Provis, Provis.org. So it's not coming from Microsoft. Now the name of who it's coming from, it says IT desk hyphen, and then it has the domain name of the law office. So it's claiming to come from the IT desk of my client's company. It has a date and time of when it was sent, which is June 4th. And then it has the name of an email address of the person it's sent to. And subject, regarding Friday, June 4, 2021. That's the subject line, and then importance high. Now in this section, there's a border around here. You can see where I'm tracing the border with my mouse. And then here's a logo for Office 365. And then here it has my client's email address, the person who's reporting to this, and me, who's reporting this to me. It starts with a colon and then has her email name at, and then their company domain name. And here it says password has expired. Here it says, now I can't even highlight this because it's not text, it's a picture. Please kindly use below to continue with the same password. Okay, so a little bit of grammar problem there. Please kindly use below to continue with the same password. Maybe please kindly use the button below to continue with the same password. It would make more sense. And then this blue button right here says keep my current password, and that's a clickable link. When I look in the bottom left corner of the screen, down here in the bottom left corner, when I have the mouse highlighting over this button, the URL down the bottom left corner of the screen shows me what website this link is going to. And that website has the name of my client. You know, I'm using mnemonics Mike, so it says Mike and the letter U, because Mike's last name is U. Now I've been referring to her as my client. I'm using the mnemonic Mike to mean that this person's name begins with an M, female, last name U. So Mike U dot MNXFT dot XYZ / and then it's got more gibberish. Okay, so the .com or .edu, or in this case .xyz, is the domain suffix. There's another word for that. Yeah, I think. But the last dot something before the first /, that's what really has the authority. That's the highest level domain. That is not Microsoft.com, right? So then down here, this last line has the domain name of the company and then the word support. So myclientscompany.com space support. So it's trying to claim that it's coming from the IT desk of their company. She immediately recognized this as she called it spam. Spam's not the right word, because spam would be unwanted junk mail that's advertising something. It's a phishing mail, more correctly. I don't bother correcting them on that. So the time slip, as I reported, is 0 time. So I'm kind of I used to charge when I'm reviewing something, but if they tell me that this is spam, they've already identified it, then I'm not going to charge them for it, but I want them to send it to me so I can collect these. I'm thinking I might do a playlist of just scam emails, because I think it's important to educate people of how tricky they can be, and I've got some really tricky ones. This one's pretty obvious. But some people aren't even aware that emails coming to them might not be legitimate. So then the next time slip, Friday, 59 minutes, June 4th, 2:41 p.m. to 3:40 p.m. This is for the apartment building. Mike, for the security desk, installed new computer at desk. performed at-desk configurations, and tested with Golf. Golf was the person on duty at the security desk. So that's the one that I just reported doing the lab work. Because that was a quick setup. I used a computer that I had on hand in inventory, essentially. I've been trying to keep at least one computer. Right now, I think I have 2 new computers on hand if somebody needs it in a hurry. And this was a rush for that client. So the next time slip's going to go on for tomorrow. So I've got a live stream scheduled for Friday morning, 10 a.m. with one of my subscribers, where we're going to talk tech. And I think he's a technician working in the field, and he wants to just have a conversation about how we do things. So I think that'll be fun. Friday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So I hope this was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.